The Forbidden Sanctum introduces a new, vile character into the Path of Exile cast, Lycia. During our delve deeper into her home, study, and prison, the location Path of Exile 3.20's expansion is named after, we know her by many names. Lycia was a Templar. Lycia is a heretic and a creator. And during our final encounter with her, she becomes an abomination of the Scourge. Per the first-hand accounts of Lycia, she's lived in the Forbidden Sanctum for numerous years, centuries even. Her pact with Baidat, the Archangel of Death, made her immortal, but it also trapped her inside this lost Templar archive. We'll learn more about the heretic Lycia and her deal with the Scourge Lord in an upcoming video. In this video, we explore what, or who, Lycia has been creating during her lifelong stay in the Forbidden Sanctum. In this video, we are exploring Lycia's horrific creations. Roaming in great numbers throughout nearly every room of the Forbidden Sanctum are creations or creatures summoned forth by Lycia. These foes showcase Lycia's earliest attempts at forming life, or wielding her deal with Baidat. Undead shamble up and down dark corridors, some float and fade in and out ominously. These showcase Lycia's necromantic talent, which reaches a pinnacle with the Greater Wraith and her fellow former Templar warrior, Zenithar. Demons surge toward any intruders, thrust beams of twisted energy, and cry out for their Scourge Lord masters. These are entities brought forth from the Beyond, servants of Baidat, bound to the will of his own servant, Lycia. It's likely the Crimson Archbishop and Verath are two of Baidat's more powerful demons he allowed to serve under Lycia. Lastly, deformed humanoids and true monsters spring to life, stitched together bodies and materials that were never living before. Lycia truly perfected this craft, rivaling Chevron herself, with the creation of the Aureate Guardian, Colossal Lithomancer, and giant golem duo Braum and Uzar. Now, let's quickly analyze each of the more masterful creations who guard the Forbidden Sanctum at Lycia's behest, starting with Verath the Waxen. This Sanctum Guardian is an obvious Scourge demon. However, he may have been altered slightly by Lycia's mastery of flesh crafting. His sword looks awfully similar to the Scourge sword skin we had the chance to earn back in Scourge League. Plus, he's unlike anything we've seen natively in Rayclast, at least up until this point. It does make sense that the first true guardian of Lycia in the Forbidden Sanctum would be a Scourge demon, given the entire reason she is able to study, create, and live endlessly is because of the pact she formed with Baidat, one of the Scourge Lords. Now, let's talk the towering duo of guardians at the end of the Sanctum's second floor. Both Braum and Uzar represent the pinnacle of Lycia's achievements in the physical world. Never before on the continent of Rayclast have we battled living statues of such great size and stature. Plus, they are imbued with some sort of scourge or blood magic. Are the secrets to shaping golems of this titanic stature and immense power locked within the Forbidden Sanctum? Perhaps. It's likely the Templars hold this knowledge secret, as the only other creatures of this size lurk in the Chamber of Innocence and the old Templar vaults in Aureath. Nothing else comes close. Finishing out Lycia's trio of creative perfection is her most powerful necromancy minion, a former Templar just like herself. It's not clear who Zenithar was, if she came to the Sanctum with Lycia willingly or was forced here by the heretic, yet we know what she has become, a deadly, undead paladin commanded by the immortal herald of the Scourge. She wields the powers of the greatest Templar, the god of the Templars, Innocence, matched with terrific dexterity and skill with large commas. It's likely Lycia granted her these powers, which begs the question, how is she able to wield the might of Innocence if she was made by a Templar heretic? Well, it's actually unclear if Lycia is a heretic. Sure, she might have turned to the Scourge instead of staying true to Innocence, but their actions and goals are quite similar. The Scourge seek to dominate and destroy. So does Innocence. The demons and angels of Rayclast may be more similar than we think. Their greatest followers exhibit this excellently. Lycia is a capable being. She struck a deal with the Archangel of Death and mastered 3 arts of creation: summoning, flesh crafting, and necromancy. However, is there more to her story? Is there more to the heretic and eventual herald of the Scourge, Lycia? That's for another time, and another video. After all, the future is bright for those who wait. Truly, thank you for deciding to venture about Talkative Try. If you're a fan or an avid Path of Exile player, consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and checking me out on Patreon. The greater support I receive, the more videos I'll make. Watch out for my streams ongoing every weekend and new PoE videos incoming every week. Farewell and Tala Moana, fellow fiendish exile.